Today we explore why some of the largest investment banks are big silver bulls for 2021. So let's dive on in. Now, this channel provides global macro insights and champions the importance of sound money in a world gone crazy. So please do consider subscribing. As you know, I'm already a big believer in gold, and as an extension, among other reasons, I believe silver to have that leveraged upside potential. In today's video, we'll also examine a distinct way to expose ourselves to the moves I am expecting in silver to come this year and beyond. But do remember, I am not a financial advisor, and this video is for information purposes only. But to my mind, silver appears ready to break out when we look at the gold-silver ratio, which just illustrates how robust silver's recent performance has been against gold. With oil prices picking up together with other industrial metals such as copper, it appears the reflation trade is really on. And this is certain to be enhanced as renewed fiscal and monetary stimulus begins across 2021. Indeed, just looking at silver against the monetary base, we can see how wildly undervalued the metal still remains. For many investors, silver is acting as a crucial means of avoiding currency debasement, whether in dollars, euros or pounds, as well as a real hedge against rising inflation expectations. It really is no wonder that silver investment demand has nearly tripled across 2020. This demand has certainly played a crucial role in why silver has gained around 48% across 2020. What's more is that this trend would appear set to continue as investors increasingly seek value and a means of escaping future financial repression. And as we have previously discussed before in a number of videos, including this one, silver has tended to perform exceedingly well during periods of financial repression. That is, periods where real interest rates are repressed and inflation is actively encouraged and pursued by policymakers as a means of reducing the real value of debts. Indeed, central bankers are now actively pursuing average inflation targeting over a longer term period, which allows inflation to run hot for longer periods. And certainly silver responds positively to inflation. And so while the Silver Institute figures point to around 20 to 30% of silver's demand coming from physical investment, around 50% of silver demand originates from industrial demand. And with the prospect of major infrastructure and renewable energy development in the years ahead, silver's prospects seem highly positive. Now, just consider what has been proposed under a Biden administration, that he would take the US back into the Paris Climate Agreement and, of course, build back better, a slogan we have seen across many Western governments and trumpeted by supporters as a key means of avoiding planetary destruction. While its opponents may view such plans as socialist megalomania, it appears a certainty that we are going to see enormous investment pour into the renewable energy sector, like it or not, as the likes of the WEF and the IMF call for a green recovery and the notion of net zero carbon emissions by 2050. Solar, wind, electric vehicles and green hydrogen are of course integral to this goal, and each depend upon silver as a key component of their manufacture. Now, this is a wildly ambitious project, and the scale of such an agenda is truly mind-blowing, where countries such as the US would attempt to generate 100% of a country's electricity from renewables, while every building would require upgrading to be more energy efficient. But this goes far beyond just the Western world. As Tammy Tam, editor-in-chief of the South China Morning Post, stated recently, the carbon neutral goal shows China wants to be a global player. Climate change is the area, despite their differences, where the US and China can come together. So make no mistake about it, this green recovery, Green New Deal, or Building Back Better, whatever it is referred to, is set to be a global phenomenon which bodes extremely well for silver. And so exposure to silver is a key element of many investors' portfolios right now. The most obvious and safest way to play this is through physical silver. This has to be the bedrock of any gold or silver portfolio, which is about wealth preservation first and foremost. Miners offer more risk through company exposure, but also the potential for significantly increased performance as the higher silver price contributes solely to the company's bottom line. Of course, solid junior stocks will outperform the majors, but are accompanied with greater risk. Yet perhaps the biggest returns in the silver space will be available for exploration companies with strong leadership teams and solid investment backing from industry experts. One such firm is Silver Dollar Resources, which completed its IPO back in May 2020. Insiders still own 41% of the shares, with billionaire precious metals mining expert Sprott owning 19% and First Majestic Silver owning 16%. While two of the firm's technical advisors are previous winners of the Thayer Lindsley International Mineral Discoveries Award. The company's current projects are based in two of the world's most prolific mining jurisdictions and include advanced exploration near Durango, Mexico, and discovery stage projects in Ontario, Canada, which offer the prospect of aggressive growth to come. You can find links to the company website, its investor presentation and fact sheet in the description. The firm is listed under ticker symbol SLVDF in the US and SLV in Canada. And so the prospect of a rising silver price has recently been confirmed as we've seen numerous banks come out as major commodity bulls for 2021. This included Goldman Sachs, who are now targeting $2,300 gold and $30 silver this year, while Bank of America anticipates silver to hit $35 in 2021, with the prospect of that figure rising to $50 over the next few years. Moreover, Citibank anticipates a 60% rise in the price of silver in 2021 as they see the white metal hitting $40 per ounce this year. But crucially, as we've previously discussed on this channel, is that silver supply remains highly inelastic, as was highlighted in the In Gold We Trust report, which stated, roughly speaking, 3 out of every 4 silver producers will not automatically seek to produce more silver if prices rise. Consequently, the potential upside for high quality silver exploration firms is substantial. So you may wish to consider more due diligence on Silver Dollar Resources, and please be sure to review the disclaimer in the description area for sponsorship details. What are your expectations for silver in the coming year? What are some of your mining picks? I'd love to hear from you. So do let me know in the comments below. Please consider subscribing, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye.